How you going, guys? Back for another video. Just sort of got into doing some of the scenery with like plaster cloth and stuff. I sort of just done a little bit at this stage. I haven't sort of done much from the last video because I was about due to move. I've sort of just moved house in the last sort of bit over a week, I suppose. Week and a few days. So yeah, I hadn't really sort of done much because I hadn't nailed anything down or anything. I'd only sort of stuck the risers on, had the track sitting on the board. Now I'm working everything out. But now that I'm moved, I'm sort of getting into it now. So the other day, went down to the local model shop, or train shop, and bits and pieces, and got some plaster cloth and some earth undercoat and a bit of casting plaster by Woodland Scenics and a rock mould for making some rocks, and the front for, well, what do you want to call it, for the tunnel portal, and some track nails. I think that's about it. Some bits and pieces. I think all up that was about $90 Australian. So yeah, I was hoping the plaster cloth would go a bit further than that, but it's only 20 centimetres, well, a little bit over 20 centimetres wide by 4.5 metres in total length of the roll, or 8 inches wide by 10 feet. You know, if you're in the other part of the world where you're using inches and feet instead of metric. But yeah, coming along good. I've got a reasonable amount of the track nailed down now. Got from these 2 points right around, apart from this piece, because I've still got to put that dodgy point back in. Well, a new point. I sent another point away actually a while ago now. Actually, I must ring those guys because I haven't heard anything back at all. And I've sort of just with moving or everything, I'd forgotten about it. But yeah, apart from these couple of pieces, I've nailed everything else back around to just the other side of the tunnel where my wee hammer and punch and stuff is. Yeah, so because I've got to put that point in for the sidings. I haven't sort of done anything with that either yet. I've got a couple of pieces of track for that, but basically I've still got to buy the points and everything for that. I was hoping to do that, but with moving and bits and pieces sort of got shoved to the side. Yeah, and I've had to buy a few things since we've moved, because about 3 weeks before we moved, the washing machine packed up and vacuum cleaner somebody decided to take the bag out of it and throw the piece away that holds the lid down, so that sticks on the bag. So yeah, so we're going to have to buy a new vacuum cleaner as well. So I haven't done a lot, but yeah, I bought these couple of pieces the other day. Never play with the plaster cloth and see how that works. And yeah, it went down really well. Quite happy with it. I was a little bit daunted for a start because I just wasn't quite sure how it was all going to work, and you know, because I've never done it before. But yeah, I just followed the instructions, overlapped it sort of 50% or thereabouts, and just went round and put my newspaper underneath. You know, my wadded up newspaper and screwed up newspaper and whatever to make you make your sort of your mounds and your hills and whatever. And yeah, it worked out quite good. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. It'd be good to, you know, get some earth colour on it and get a bit of paint splashed around and get some grass on it and stuff, and some, maybe a few pieces of these rocks, you know, when I get into it a bit more, I'll throw a few pieces of rock on it. I'm not going to plaster it with rocks, but I'll do a bit. You know, with the track going over the top here and the bridge, I've got to build something in substantial in here to how to build the paper up on here, because I'm going to make it a cutaway, but you know, so it's got your hill on this side coming down to the outside of your track, and then I'll do a bit of a cutaway in here somewhere, and then I'll maybe drop it back down, so it sort of goes back down into a smaller bit of a hill again, a bit further along. So I've got to do that yet, make that piece up and then build the bridge. I would have had that done by now, but a jigsaw that had was a bit dicky, so I'm going to go buy a new one before I start. That's probably the main reason I haven't got the backboard up yet too, because I haven't actually quite decided whether I'm going to have it higher and paint a bit of blue and have a bit of a scenery sort of paint some bits and pieces on that, or whether I just build the hills into it and just cut it off, the whole height. I haven't quite figured that one out yet, which way I'm going to do that, but I'll decide over the next few days. But yeah, going good. Actually, if anybody in Australia or anybody else that watches this found an alternative for Woodland Scenics plaster cloth that goes a bit further, maybe bigger rolls or bits and pieces, and a bit cheaper. I think it was $20 for the roll or $18 for the roll. So, and it doesn't go a long way. And I'm at a guess. I reckon I'm probably going to need at least 6 or 7 more rolls by the time I sort of get around most of it. I might even need more than that. But at $20 a roll, that's going to add up pretty quick. Another thing too, look, I have now my track down without any sort of underlay like cork or the foam. The main reason I've done that, I was in two minds, just because my budget's not huge, and I've just got to slowly tick away and do it. But been following a guy over in the UK. I just can't remember his last name. Graham's his first name anyway. On Lakeside is his layout. What's what he calls it, and it's quite a good size layout. Sort of. I'm guessing it's probably this plus maybe half again. And he's been building it for a while. It's really been going well, but he's been having big issues with his trains, sort of derailing on points and bits and pieces. And he was pretty sure he was using the foam underlay, not the cork, but yeah, he decided to rip it all up and take all the underlay out, and just put his track back down on the baseboard, and he's having a lot less problems, and he spent a wee bit of time just making sure everything is all lined up nicely, and he's having nowhere near the problems that he's had. So I've decided to go that way for the first time too, just not ever building a layout before, saving a little bit of money there, and yeah, if everything runs around good, I'll be happy. Yeah. No, it's looking good. I was thinking about too, the other thing I was thinking about maybe doing was down the other end where it starts to curve back around. I was thinking about putting a point in there and running another track around the outside and bracking in the middle between those two outside points. I was thinking about doing that. Haven't decided 100% on that one yet. Still something maybe in the pipeline. I'll get this end sorted out. I was thinking about maybe building a road in around there too, just as a bit of scenery, and sort of put a tunnel portal in there maybe somewhere, just for a bit more visual. Yeah. But that's at this stage. Hopefully next week I'll buy some more plaster cloth and bits and pieces, and get a bit more into it and get the backboard in, and hopefully in maybe a week or so I'll have a bit more to show you. Yeah, get this other side finished on the inside anyway. That was my plan today, but no, I just didn't quite get that far. I ran out, and I'll sort of shape a bit of a start of the hill and round there. I might have to cut that riser back a wee bit more yet too, just to leave a wee bit more room for some of the longer trains as they sort of swing around through there. Just not sure yet, because I haven't got anything real long at this stage. I've still only got the trains that you've seen so far. I will get some more, but I'll get a bit more of the scenery done and the track laid down, and then I'll buy a few more trains. I'd like to buy a couple more steam locos and maybe another diesel just at this stage. Some more sort of carriages of some sort of, whether it's a passenger or a freighter. I'll get something anyway, just a matter of whatever's available at the time. But yeah, that's coming good. Quite happy with my plaster cloth work and my wads of paper underneath. Looks quite good, and by the time you get your scenery in there, it'll be good. Alright guys, we'll catch you later on, and feel free to leave any comments and subscribe, and hopefully I'll drop another video on in a week or so. Alrighty, see you.